All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conversations with Los. I am your host, Los. Today we have a very special guest with us, and it's actually our first international guest that we interview on Conversations with Los. So, everybody, please help me welcome one of UK's finest hot sauce reviewers. His name is Extreme Heat Pete. What's up, Pete? How you doing?
Hey man, how you doing, Los?
I am doing great, man. Before I start, I just want to say that I am beyond grateful that you are taking the time to be on the podcast. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Pete.
Yeah,
Preparing for this episode has been exciting for me. I went over your YouTube channel and seen a bunch of your videos, and so I've been looking forward for this since the day we spoke about potentially having you on as one of our guests on the
yeah.
episode. So thank you,
And
champ, for allowing this to happen. I appreciate you.
it's an absolute pleasure for you to have me on your show too. Uh, I've rarely been on other shows, so this is my
Nice.
first time in a podcast. Basically, I've done live shows myself with my channel, but this is the first time I've done a podcast outside my channel. So it's an
Oh
absolute
wow.
pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure to be on with you guys.
Yeah. Wow. That's I feel honored, man. But before we get into, you know, all the good stuff, the wonderful and somewhat crazy stuff that you do as
Yeah,
well with hot sauces,
yeah.
I really would like to dig in and dive into a little bit of your background, if that's okay. You know, especially being that you're somebody who lives like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
You're in England, correct? You said the mid.
Yeah, United Kingdom. I live literally in the centre of England.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm far away from the sea in every direction I go.
Is it like country-ish, like a lot of
Yeah, it's
green?
countryside. Yeah,
And that's the West Midlands, you said, right?
West Midlands near Birmingham.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm looking at it on the map now, and
Yeah,
yeah, you're on the west side of that
yeah.
country. That's Is that where you always lived? Were you born there?
Oh, no, I'm originally from the south coast of England, from a little town called Seaford, which is in between Eastbourne and Brighton. I'm pretty sure you've heard of the town, seaside town, Brighton in the UK.
I haven't, to be honest.
No,
No.
it's a very popular party town on the south coast of England. But I moved up here into the Midlands about 7 years ago to be with my now wife,
Oh,
and
okay.
so I gave up living by the sea to be as far away from the sea as I possibly can.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You don't like it? Is it where you were born? Is that like more like city
Where,
type?
where, where I was born, I was brought up coastal towns, little seaside towns, little fishing villages, and everything.
Oh, okay. Do you do
Not
fishing? Do you fish as well?
I used to work as a fisherman on fishing boats when I was living down the coast. But
Oh,
now I've
nice.
moved to the Midlands. I'm a full-time YouTuber.
Oh, wow. Okay. So pretty much you lived most of your life there, right?
Yeah,
And then you moved about
yeah,
7 years ago, you said?
yeah. I moved about 7 years ago to be with my now wife. Yeah,
Okay. And have you always like ate hot sauce and stuff when you growing up?
yeah. My journey started when I was roughly about 4 years old. My father. He was really into eating spicy stuff, and from a really young age, he introduced me to hot curries, chili con carnes, other styles of Mexican food, and my love for spice started from there. Basically,
Oh, wow. 4 years old.
4 years old. Yeah, I'm now 42, so it's
How
quite a long.
you said 42?
42, yeah, 42.
Oh, oh, wow. That's so everything you eat is hot sauce. It has hot sauce on it. It's spicy, right?
At least 6 of the 7 days of the week, I eat spicy food. Yeah,
Oh, wow. It's like you're a Mexican.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the Mexican people, they love spiciness. I was born in New York. My
Yeah,
parents they're from El Salvador,
that's Central South
but
America. Yeah,
yeah, so a lot of us didn't grow up eating spicy food. So I'm not a big fan of spicy food. That's why when I see you do your challenges and all these hot sauces that you try, I get shocked. I get amazed, man, because I'm like, I just don't know how you do it.
yeah.
You
Uh,
know?
some days are the only time I don't eat spicy food.
Oh, okay, hell yeah, bet.
So
So,
every other day of the week, I'm spicing it up.
wow, are you doing these reviews that you're doing? Are you doing them like on a constant basis?
Yeah, yeah. I tend to film at least 4 days a week, and I do at least 3 to 4 videos a day, four
Okay.
times a week.
Oh man, it's a lot.
So I get through a lot. I get
That explains all the content you have up. You
yeah,
have over like 500 videos. That's
five,
amazing.
five, five, 536. I think I last counted
There you go. To
videos,
the
and then we've got live shows, which I do with the Sons of Fire, and yeah, it's quite.
The Sons of Fire. What is that?
The Sons of Fire is a global chili community. We're a non-affiliated, non-profit charity based
Okay.
all over the world. They've got chapters in the USA, Canada, Europe, England, Australia, South Africa. It's just basically a group of people who've got the love for hot sauce and
Mm.
spicy stuff, and they like to come on camera and basically burn and spread awareness throughout the community of local charities which need donations and so forth. We hold competitions. The Canadian chapter they hold big meetups. They have loads of them get together and meet up and burn together and have fun and like a brotherhood basically.
Wow, that's cool. Do they do you get together over there in UK with some of the members?
Uh, in the UK, we're quite spread apart. That in the parts of the
Okay.
country, so it's not that easy to meet up with each other. But we are planning of doing a meet up soon, where a group of us will get together and
Oh, okay.
a
Hell
bit
yeah. So you
fun. But
said
at the moment, we all live a little bit too far apart from each other to get together. But there is plans in the pipeline to get us all together in one space and meet up. But we do
mm,
live shows together where we meet each other. So
oh nice. The Brothers of Spiciness, huh?
it's Sons of
That's
Fire.
that's cool, man. That's pretty awesome that you guys have something like that going on, like global wise. You said there's also a US chapter here?
Yeah, yeah. There's a US chapter, Canadian chapter, South African chapter, Australian chapter, and a mainland Europe chapter.
Wow. And how long has this been? How long has the Sons of Fire been around?
Sons of Fire, they celebrated their third year in September, so it's been going 3 years.
Wow. That's
And
pretty cool, man.
I've been a member since day one.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
I got promoted last month to a herald position.
Oh, okay. What does that
Which
mean?
I get to host shows, invite guests on, and so forth. So master of
Oh,
ceremonies, basically.
wow. That's nice. How many members do you guys have? Pro-
Globally, or
let's say go globally to start.
globally, it must be at least 300, 400 members.
Whoa.
So
That's big. That's wow.
yeah,
Have
it's
you have you
pretty
ever
big.
been have you ever been to the US?
No, I've never ever been to the USA. It's one of the places
Really?
I'd love to visit, but the only place I've ever been, furthest I've ever been to, is Austria
Ah,
in
okay.
mainland Europe. That's the furthest I've ever been.
How far is that from you guys?
About 800 miles from where I am.
Um,
It's still a fair distance.
oh, So if you had a chance to come to the U.S., where would you go?
I'd love to go to Texas.
Texas.
That's
Why Texas?
for the simple fact it's a home of hot sauce.
Ooh, okay.
It's the pinnacle destination for hot sauce. You've got the Tabasco brand, which is based in in that area. I'd love to go to the Tabasco factory and see how it's made and smell the smell of that Tabasco as it's fermenting in the barrels.
Yeah, I saw that you when you were giving that tour on your podcast. I mean,
Yeah,
on your channel,
yeah,
that you had quite few selections of Tabasco sauce, right?
yeah,
How many
yeah.
do you have?
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not in my studio, so I can't really. Bear with me. I'm going to take you up to my studio. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Uh,
because you have if for all the listeners, if you guys have not seen his studio tour, you should go check it out because some of these hot sauces names is ridiculously funny. I seen them and just to see like the collection that you have, man, that's really impressive, bro.
yeah, I've got nine Tabascos in total.
9?
Nine in total. Yeah.
Wow. What are the types that you have?
What? The types I have. I'll
Yeah,
tell
what
you
type
again.
of
Yeah,
the flavors?
yeah, I'll tell you. So I moved out of the room they were in. I have got the original Tabasco, which is the normal red one. I've got the green pepper one, which is a green one.
Mm.
I've got a chipotle chili one, a sweet and spicy Tabasco, which has only just come out not long ago. I've got the family reserve, a Tabasco raspberry chipotle, a sriracha Tabasco, a habanero Tabasco, and a scorpion chili Tabasco.
Which one do you think is the hottest out of all of those?
I'd have to say it's a scorpion one.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say that one because that one sounds aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. Scorpion chili is quite fairly high. It's just under 2 million Scovilles in the heat scale, so it's a pretty nasty. It's got a pretty big burn to it.
And you have hot sauces there that you say they're collective, right? Like collective
Yeah,
items, and you
yeah.
don't plan on opening those at all.
No, no, I don't at all. No, that they are either limited edition ones, which there's only been a limited run made of them.
Wow. Do you have a specific favorite sauce?
Oh man, that is a tough one. I've got over 400 sauces and
Four
picking
hundred sauces.
400 hot
Wow.
sauces. What you see in my tour is only the half of it. I've still got another load of boxes full in my garden shed full of hot sauces. My
Wow.
my my favourite one has to be the hot shot from a UK producer called Chili Bob's, which is a hot sauce inside a hot sauce.
A hot sauce inside of a hot sauce.
A hot sauce inside of a hot sauce. It's a round bottle with two necks on it, and on the outside you've got a sweet chili sauce, and then inside that bottle itself you've got another bottle which
What?
contains a super hot sauce. So it's like two bottles inside one bottle,
Nice.
and that it's wax sealed, so I'm never going to open it. It's got
Oh,
24 karat gold flakes floating around in the sauce as well, edible gold flakes.
wow, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, it
Was
was.
it?
Yeah, about 50 English pounds. In UK money, it's pretty expensive. It's probably the most expensive sauce I've got in my collection.
Uh, did you try it? You said you haven't
No,
opened it.
no.
How did you know it tastes good?
I've seen fellow YouTubers in the UK who have tried it.
Do you think in the
So
future you'll open it?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's a work. If you look at it, it's an absolute work of art. It looks too good to open.
You're gonna have to. I do a recap on each episode. You're gonna have to send me a picture so I can put it in the recap so the audience can
Yeah,
go ahead
yeah, yeah.
and see it.
I'll send you a few pictures of some of the really interesting ones I've got in my collection, which you can add to your
Yeah, to
feed.
my. Is there a hot sauce that you tried that you said, man, I am never trying this ever again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, there is definitely one, and there's one what sticks in my mind every time someone asks me this question. It's a
Okay,
sauce. It's also called wet fart.
wet for oh I did see this video. All
Yeah,
right, but keep going. I seen it on your
yeah.
channel.
Now this sauce contains habanero chilies, which is a super hot chili, but then it contains clam juice as an ingredient,
Uh,
parmesan cheese,
whoa.
and carrots. Three
Uh,
ingredients I'd never ever put in a hot sauce, apart from the chili. The chili, yeah, I'd put in the sauce, but parmesan, carrot, and clam juice in a hot sauce. It is, you know, it's as bad as what it sounds.
wet fart.
Wet fart. Yeah,
Well, but would you never try it again because it tasted nasty or because it was too spicy?
because it tasted nasty.
Yeah, it does sound like
And,
it's nasty.
and the smell when you open the bottle, you can smell it from a long distance. It's that potent and that bad.
Oh man, what made you want to try that one?
For the sheer fact, the name what it said on the bottle, wet fart.
How did you come across this bottle?
Uh, I came across it on an online shop in the UK. One of the online retailers was selling it, and I thought, looks interesting. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's get it, give it a try. So
Yeah.
I get it. I do a shot glass full of it, and well,
Uh
no, it was it, it was just a big no-no. As soon as it hit my insides, it was not.
I'm assuming it smells bad too, right?
Yeah, yeah. It smells as bad as the name suggests.
Oh man, so I guess you'll never try that one again.
Not in my lifetime. No, it's going to remain sealed on that shelf, and it's not going to be never going to be
Wow.
opened again.
Yeah,
Apart,
I seen that when I seen that video.
apart,
Your facial expression said it all too. Like you did not like that.
apart from if I want to give it to my worst enemy, then I'll give it to my worst enemy. But apart from that, I'll never open it again.
Huh. I'm surprised you even tried it, to be honest. But I mean, that is what you do, right? You do this
Yeah,
full time?
yeah, I'll do this full time. Yeah,
Wow, that's
yeah.
dope, man. I'm assuming you have companies reach out to you to try to
Um,
review the sauce.
yeah. I've got a channel sponsor called a website called sunlikehot.shop. Now they
Okay,
only sell it in the UK at the moment, but they've got sauces imported from all over the world. We've got Mexican sauces, we've got African sauces, USA sauces, all importers to a UK shop, an online UK shop where they sell it all, and they give me a discount every month, and I select a selection of sauces. They send them to me. I review them for them.
okay. And what's your for the people who's never seen your videos? How do you digest or how do you review a product?
Right.
Because I see that you don't only taste it, you do other stuff as well, right?
Yeah. So when I get a sauce, I do not open it and try it before I go on camera. As soon as I get a sauce, as soon as I film it, that is the first ever time I am opening that bottle and tasting that sauce. I've never ever tasted the product
Oh,
in my life before I do the reviews. So on my channel, I like to give people the fresh perspective of what a sauce should be, the first impressions of what the sauce will be like when you taste it.
So you also review the artwork too, right? You read what's on the label
Yeah,
and the name and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. I give as much information about the product I'm reviewing, list of ingredients, nutritional values, and if the sauce has got a story to it from the producer of how the sauce came around, then I'll read out that specific story of how that sauce was produced to give my
Mm,
viewers an insight of where the sauce come from and how much love was put into making it.
okay. Have you ever been to like a hot sauce competition?
Yeah, I've been to a couple, but I've never taken part. I've been to a few festivals and
Mm,
seen seen producers of sauces selling their stuff and everything, but I've never actually taken part in a competition as yet. But it
why
is on
not?
the card. It is on the cards. Uh,
Uh,
there's nothing local to me at the moment. I don't tend to travel that far from where I live, but hopefully in the next couple of years, there's going to be something local to me which I can take part in. At the moment,
okay.
everything's like 2 hours train drive away from where I live.
Mm,
But there is something local coming to Leamington Spa very soon.
wow, that's cool. Do you have where you live? Is it like do you do you live like far away from people?
No, no, I live in the town. I live in the suburbs. Quite a
Oh,
few houses around my area. The local town centre is about a 10-minute walk from where I live.
yeah, I went online to see to check out some of the stuff that were to get a picture in my head of where you live, and I see there's a lot of pretty interesting stuff and that
Yeah,
you guys got here going on, but a lot of beautiful lands too.
yeah,
Um, I seen the one was the Royal Pump Rooms and Baths. I seen
yeah,
that.
yeah. The
The
pump,
Victoria the
uh,
Victoria Bridge over the Lem.
yeah, over the River Lem. Yeah,
Lem
yeah,
is
Lem.
that a river?
Yes, it's a river. It's a River Lem.
Is it a big river? Is it like famous?
Not that famous. It's pretty big.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Um,
it looks like a beautiful town. There's a thing here that looks like a castle.
yeah,
I don't know
that'd be Warwick Castle, which is
what
in
is
the next town to us.
how old is that? Do you know?
Oh,
It looks
I don't,
beautiful.
I don't really know the history of the castle myself, but my partner, she does know the history of it because she's lived in the Midlands all her life, and I've only been here 7 years, so I don't really know the history of the castle itself.
Wow,
Yeah,
how's the weather over there? Is it always cold? Do you guys have seasons?
yeah, we have seasons. We had a pretty warm summer, and now we're into autumn where it's colder and tends to be a lot wetter and colder for now until spring. So
So how is it right now?
how's it right now? It's overcast, a bit cloudy, and getting colder. So
So it's not summer over there right now.
no, no, summer ended for us 2 weeks ago. Our summer season ended 2 weeks ago. We're now in autumn, fall, as Americans call it.
I'm assuming you don't oftenly talk to somebody from USA, from America. So like, or do you have Americans where you live?
No, we don't have many Americans where we live, unfortunately, but I do have a lot of followers on my channel are Americans. Most of the traffic that comes through on my YouTube channel is from the States.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Le-
Does this sound weird to talk to somebody with my accent?
It does, yes, slightly, because you sound kind of Mexican, but you've already said that you say you're from South America. Anyway, but
Yeah,
you're based in Georgia now.
yeah. Georgia
Yeah,
is Mexican dominant down here.
yeah, yeah.
It is.
That's deep south, isn't it? Georgia.
Yeah, it's in the south. It's
Yeah,
where I live. I live in North Georgia, so it's like it's pretty country here. It's not like the
yeah,
city. You
yeah,
know, it's everything's a little bit far away. It's not like New York. New York, you can walk. You can walk places. Over here, you can't walk. You won't
yeah.
get too far. You know. It's funny you said that because um I have a little bit of an accent because I speak English and Spanish.
Oh,
Um,
what?
yeah, my parents growing up, they couldn't speak English, so I in the house I was speaking nothing but Spanish all the time, you know, and
Yeah,
you know, and I picked up the English in school. So you know, it's crazy over here in the States. They have Spanish classes, right, that you
yeah,
can take, and but these Spanish classes, they're not like the Spanish that we know. They're like the Spain Spanish.
yeah. We have the same in our schools here. My son last year he was studying Spanish in school.
Oh,
He's
nice.
he,
How old is your
he,
son?
My son is 11 years old now. He's just started high school this month.
Oh, okay. You know, do you guys have what, like 12 grades too?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. He's now in the seventh grade.
seventh grade?
Yeah,
That's what we call that middle school here.
yeah. Well, we call it high school. Middle school is sixth grade and lower.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So what about the kids that are going that like to like kindergarten and first grade? You guys don't
that
have something called elementary schools?
that'll be preschool.
Preschool. All right, so it's
Yeah,
preschool, middle school, and high school.
yeah,
And then college if they want to, right?
yeah. Then college if they want to. Yeah,
Oh, nice. How many kids do you have?
I've got the one.
Just one?
Yeah, just the one.
You gonna have another kid or no?
No, no, no. One's enough.
Is everything expensive over there, or how's the cost of living?
It is pretty expensive. Everything's going up. The cost of food's going up, and cost of everything's going up all over the world. We see it on the news that there's troubles in the United States with
Yeah,
the
it's crazy.
rising taxes and everything. It's the same over here. The taxes are rising. The rich are getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer.
Mm,
And
wow,
it's,
that's
it's
crazy.
basically it's basically the same all over the world. The cost of living crisis is affecting everyone.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Yeah, over here is getting it's getting pretty expensive, man.
Yeah, even
Oh,
in the hot sauces, some of the hot sauces these days are ridiculously pricey now because of the cost of producing the stuff and the cost of the ingredients as well.
mm, so it's like everybody's suffering.
Yeah, everyone's feeling the pinch. Unless you make the sauce yourself, you grow your own chilies and everything, then you're on a winner. But if you're buying in from companies to make the produce, then costing it's costing
Yeah,
money.
I did see that you said people that plant their own chilies and stuff. You do that too, right? Because I saw you have a few pictures of it.
Yeah, yeah. I've got some peppers in seedling form at the moment, which I'm growing for next season. I've got uh, 9 varieties growing for next season.
And you do you keep them inside and then put them outside?
Yeah,
Do you have
I'm keeping them inside for the colder months, and then when it gets warmer in the spring, then they'll go outside.
when does it start getting warmer for you guys?
We're looking at beginning of April.
Oh, okay, sounds like us pretty much.
Yeah, similar.
Does it snow over there?
It does occasionally in the winter. Yeah,
But not
then
like crazy.
uh, I don't know. We've not really had any crazy snowfall in the past few years, but about 5 years ago, the UK had this thing called the Beast from the East, where an easterly wind came along and just dumped a hell of a lot of snow on the country. And because we're the UK, we grind to a halt. When just a tiny flake hits the ground, the whole country goes crazy about it.
Mm.
Everything stops because one snowflake falls on the ground.
Oh wow.
Because unlike bigger countries like America and Canada, our infrastructure can't really handle masses of snow, even though we live in a colder climate.
Oh, it's like Georgia then, because Georgia over here it doesn't snow. You
Yeah,
see, in New York City, it'll snow.
yeah.
It'll be like a good,
Good
you
couple
know,
of things in
yeah.
New York. Yeah,
But you see, so everybody, the whole state is properly prepared with salt and the trucks that'll plow these, the snows away. But Georgia it's not prepared for it, and a lot of the drivers here are not prepared to drive in such crazy, weather conditions, and that's why there's
yeah,
a lot of accidents. But yeah, when I first moved down here, they sent us home because it was snowing, but it was like not even like an inch,
yeah,
and I didn't complain, man. I just left, but coming from New York, it's a lot different over there.
yeah.
Do you like Trump? I like Trump.
I like Trump. Yeah, I have to admit, I am a Trump. I'm a Trump person, even though I'm in the UK.
Oh hell yeah, that's what's up, man. So am I. I voted for him the first time and the second time. Um, I always liked Trump. He was
Yeah,
a really smart businessman. A quick background about me: where I used to live in New York, it was gang infested. There was a lot of gangs, a lot of violence, and Trump came and helped the town that I'm from, and pretty much did a lot of cleaning up. So he
yeah,
had my support then and there, and I'm that type of person, bro, that I like somebody who's gonna tell me no or yes. They're not gonna beat around the bush, and stuff like that. So yeah, I like him. I don't like Biden though. This guy is.
no.
I, f-
I,
I feel
I,
embarrassed to be led
I,
by him.
I've heard stories about Biden. I don't blame you for being embarrassed about him. A lot of my followers who I talk to from the States, they're always saying that he's a disgrace to the country and everything. So yeah, I can totally
Yeah,
understand where you're from. That
yeah.
talking of Trump, I have a limited edition Donald Trump sauce in my collection.
Oh, I did see that. You're right. It was
Yeah,
on the tour. Talk about that. What type of
yeah.
sauces are there?
It's a limited edition sauce made by a UK brand, and it's the Donald Trump sauce, which is "Make Sauce Great Again," quoting Donald Trump's catchphrase "Make America Great Again." Well, they called the
Yeah.
sauce "Make Sauce Great Again" with a big picture of Donald Trump on the bottle.
Where is this hot sauce produced?
It's produced in London, in the United Kingdom.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
man.
I purchased. Well, my partner, she purchased a bottle off Amazon. It was readily available on Amazon. She purchased it as part of a set with a Boris Johnson hot sauce as part of the collection.
Oh, that's crazy. Speaking of sorry, of presidents and our leaders, I was
Yeah,
curious to know what what was the experience over there when the Queen died.
it was shocking. A lot of people were upset and everything about her passing. She passed away on my best mate's birthday, who works with me on EHD as well.
Oh, really?
It was his birthday, and then a couple of hours later, he got announced that the Queen died. And I was, what? Well,
Is
carry
there a
on.
change? Is there a change now after the Queen is gone? Do you see, or is everything pretty much just the same?
Everything's pretty much the same. King Charles, Prince Charles became king, and the country just carried on. We mourned for a period of time, and then the king took over, and everything seems to be the same. The country's still running the same, and so
Wow.
we don't really notice much difference. Last week was the celebration of 1 year of her passing.
Yeah, I know time flies. It's crazy.
But when she passed, the UK had street parties to celebrate her life.
Oh wow. Okay, so the whole
The whole
everybody was celebrating.
everyone in the community got together, put food on the tables, and had a big party in the streets to celebrate her life because that's what she wanted.
Wow. Yeah, that was when we found out about that. It was pretty heavy, and we're not even from around there. But I saw people's reactions, and some people were hurt. A lot of people were hurt,
Yeah,
and
she reigned for over 75 years. She was on the throne for over 75 years.
that's a lot.
So
75 years.
in my lifetime, I've only ever known there to be a queen. But
Mm.
now the new generation of children growing up are growing up with a king as a king in
Yeah.
their generation. If you get what I mean.
Do you think there'll be a difference between a queen, like a generation is being led by a queen compared to a generation is being led by a king?
I don't think there will be no.
No, I'm gonna send you this picture um of this hot sauce called from El Salvador. Remember I told you I mentioned it to you about it?
Yeah, yeah, you
It's
mentioned. Yeah,
and it's called La Trompa de Chucho.
la,
I'm trying to get my hands on a bottle so I can go ahead and send it
la,
to you.
la, la trompa de chuchu.
Yeah, La Trompa de Chucho. Chucho.
Oh, Mexican sauce.
No, it's actually from El Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the first time I tried this hot sauce was my uncle went to El Salvador and came back and they brought it over. And remember, me, I am not a hot sauce person, okay?
Yeah,
So I just decided to try a drop. I'm not as bold and courageous as you are because I see that you do the hot sauces usually do a
yeah,
full spoon, correct?
yeah. A full spoon or a shot glass full.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh yes, I gotta get into that. But before I get into that, I want to say that this hot sauce, I tried a drop of it, and it's called La Trompa de Chucho. In El Salvador, trompa means mouth. Like
Yeah,
somebody, saying somebody say like "cállate la trompa,"
yeah.
means like be quiet, shut your mouth. And then Chucho means dog. So the bottle has a Rottweiler, the dog, the Rottweiler with flames all around it.
Cool.
And yeah, when I tried it, I tried just a drop, man.
Yeah.
Out of all of the reaction that I had from it, my lips were burning. That's why they call it, like the mouth of a dog. And it
How,
was.
how'd you reach in for the ice cream and milk?
Does that work?
Yeah. Never drink water, mate. Never drink water. Water intensifies the heat by 3.
Really?
Yeah. Anything,
Whoa.
anything dairy, ice cream, milk, full fat milk preferably. That's or yogurt. That is your go-to. If your mouth is burning, then you want to get dairy down you, not water, because it intensifies the heat by 3.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. I've seen a lot of these people over here. Some of the videos they've done that one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they they actually just changed the law that you have to be 18 and older to consume it. And me, I never even thought about trying it, but I'm assuming you have because in your tour I saw a bunch
oh,
of those boxes,
oh,
right?
I have done the Parky chip, the 2020 edition, the 2021 edition, and the 2022 edition, and I've only just recently acquired the 2023 edition, which is now banned, apparently, according to what I've been hearing coming from the States because of this young lad who ate one and died because of it, which I don't believe.
Whoa.
I don't believe that the chip killed him personally. I think he must have had some underlying medical issues for it to happen. Because
Mm.
I've seen people. Mike Jack is a world record holder from Canada. Mike Jack eats heat. I seen him demolish 32 of these chips, and
Oh, damn.
he's perfectly fine, and he's not dead. So I don't believe the chip killed this young lad. I believe that there was an underlying medical condition which killed him, and the fact that Parky have removed the chip from the shelves is madness because the chip did not kill the person.
Mm.
And now these chips, these 2023 chips, I heard yesterday from one of my followers that they're selling for $75 on eBay.
Dang.
Right, they're
For one chip.
$8.99 you normally pay for them in a gas station over in the States, and now they're selling for 75 plus dollars for one chip, just one tortilla chip.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
everyone's going crazy. They're starting to sell their chips instead of eating them for the fun of it, and they've just been removed from the League of Fire as a challenge product due to this child consuming the chip and dying from it. Apparently,
Where did that happen here in the States?
that happened in the States. Yeah, it was a kid in America who consumed the chip, and it went viral. It went all over the world. We cottoned onto it in the UK within days of it happening.
Wow.
It was all over Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Google, and everything.
Is it the only person who's passed away from this? Or
Apparently
no?
so, yeah. No, apparently so. He's the only other person to suspectedly to die from this chip,
Oh, that's scary.
which makes believing, it makes people think, well, maybe this chip didn't kill him because if the chip was if the chip was that dangerous, it would kill more than one person.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you've got people all over the world doing multiples of these chips, and they're perfectly fine afterwards.
Yeah, that's
So there must be an underlying medical condition which caused this person to pass away, not because he ate the chip.
yeah. Are you a fan? You're a fan of Pakis, I'm assuming.
I love Bucky chips, yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy them. I was sent a couple of big bags by one of my followers in the States a few months back. He sent me a big care package full of spicy American snacks, which I reviewed on my channel. And it contained 2 bags of Pucky chips, which I just sat there with a few beers and munched away on.
Or are you just eating them like just to eat them?
Yeah, just eating them.
Oh, you crazy, man. I don't know how you do it. But you see, but I saw that you don't only do hot sauces. You like you said right now, you do other stuff. You do chips too, candy, right?
Yeah, challenges, candy, hot spicy candy, tortilla chips, uh,
Tequila shot. I saw that too. You did
yeah,
that.
yeah, tequila hot sauce shot. That was fun. That one was shoving that hot sauce, jalapeno and tequila hot sauce. That was amazing stuff. That was.
Did you actually catch a buzz from it?
I did, yeah, yeah. It lit me up like a Christmas tree in the middle of summer. You know, the sensation of it as soon as it hit my system, it was wow, this is good, and you could really taste the tequila. Okay, the tequila was only 5% in it, but you could taste the tequila as it's hitting the back of your throat. You could feel the tinglingness on your throat as it was going down. And then you had to heat the jalapenos mixing with that tequila. It was wow.
Tastes good.
It tastes really refreshing.
Have you tried any other liquors that contain hot sauces in it as well?
Yeah, I did a sauce from Swamp Dragon, which was a bourbon hot sauce.
Bourbon. I love bourbon.
Bourbon hot sauce. Swamp Dragon is a USA producer based in Florida. Their sauces are widely available on the internet in America. They do a range of hot sauces containing vodka, bourbon, tequila. rum, and everything.
Man,
So they're definitely worth a try. I've got the full selection of them, but I've not done the rum one yet, or the vodka one, or the tequila one from Swamp Dragon. But they are in my on my shelves to try.
oh man, is there a country that you haven't tried hot sauces from? I know El Salvador is one of them. I gotta get you that. Is there anything else you wanna try that's from a country that you haven't tried?
Yes, there is Australia.
Australia. Okay. What
Australia,
have what?
Australia or New Zealand are the two countries which I've not sampled hot sauces from.
Okay.
For the simple fact, import charges and getting them from Australia to the UK, the custom charges and cost of shipping will be outrageously high.
Mm. What about India? Indian hot
Oh,
sauces.
I've had 4 Indian hot sauces, and
Because I hear they like spicy stuff too, right?
yeah, they like spicy stuff, but not as much as other countries. You think of India, you think really spicy stuff and there's spicy culture, but believe it or not, Indians don't really like really hot food.
Mm.
It's a myth that they don't really like hot food when people all over the world do, and they think India home for hot sauce and hot stuff, but no, it's the rest of the world that likes it spicy.
Yeah, I thought I was under the impression that they did just like eat spicy stuff. It's crazy, man, how many theories of other countries people have. Being that you tried sauces from all around the world,
Yeah,
have you decided to come up with a sauce yourself?
yes, I have actually. 2 years ago, I had a hot sauce made with my name on the bottle.
Oh, okay.
It was Extreme Heat Pete presents Pepe's Dream, which was a tribute to my grandfather who served on the Normandy landings in World War Two. It was a tribute to him, who, as a young child growing up, he always told me to pursue my dreams and to never give up, no matter how hard life got. Never give up on your dreams and pursue your dreams. Now, I want to be a famous YouTuber. I'm slowly getting there
I heard that.
with my dream. So I dedicated the sauce to my grandfather who passed away a few years back.
Oh,
We
man.
named it Pepe's Dream because he told me that
Wow.
he told me never to give up on my dreams and always pursue my destiny. So that was a tribute to him. So that's the only other hot sauce I've had made in my name, and it was a very limited run.
And how did you make it?
It was in a collaboration with a UK producer, which I'm really good friends with. He produced. I gave him my ideas of what I'd like the hot sauce to be in the flavour profile, and he produced the sauce for me. And he sold the sauce and sent me a selection for myself to keep hold of.
Oh, wow.
So it's in a
So,
collaboration with another producer who made
okay.
the dream possible. He brought my vision to life and created a really really tasty sauce.
Wow. So you talk about, you following your dreams, and
Yeah,
do you feel like you're doing that with this with what you have going on now?
I believe deep down that li- deep down that I am living the dream. I feel like I'm living the dream.
Wow.
I'm producing content week in, week out. I've got my live shows every Sunday, live shows during the week with the Sons of Fire and everything. And, all right, my subscriber count is pretty low for where I'd envision to be. I'd like to have reached the 1,000 subscriber mark that I'm currently at the 406 mark. But
Yeah,
Rome,
I seen that. Congratulations, man.
Rome was not built in a day.
That's true. You're
You
right
know,
about that.
if you're going to build, you're going to build something. People will come. As long as you keep on building it, people will come to your channel. So that's the whole idea. I just keep on building. I take every step, every day as it comes, and every subscriber I get as
Yeah.
a bonus.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I like about that's what caught my attention
Yeah,
when I came across your page, cuz I immediately started to check your stuff out.
yeah,
And then when I went to your YouTube channel, that's when I was like, "Whoa, like he is consistent.
yeah,
You dropping something almost like every day
yeah. Every
and to
two
see
days.
every 2 days, yeah.
Mhm.
And to see that your consistency for the amount of time that you've done it. At what point did you say to yourself, all right, look, I want to do this as a, like as my job, like as my dream job.
Yeah.
How old were you when you said I'm gonna start reviewing hot sauces?
This started when the first COVID lockdown happened 3 years ago. I was sat, my son came home from school. He was sent home from school because COVID
Mm-hmm.
hit and we all went into lockdown. And we were sat at the table, we are trying to work out what shall we do? What should we do to make people happy and bring some fun back into people's lives? And he said, well, Dad, you like spicy stuff. Why don't you review spicy stuff on YouTube? And from then on, Extreme Heat Peak was born. It was born during the first COVID lockdown, and it's grown ever since.
Mm,
And since day one, I've produced content which has put smiles on people's faces. I've had people turn around and say your content is absolutely amazing and keep on doing what you're doing because we love it.
nice.
So forth.
What about haters? Have you had haters too?
Yeah, yeah,
There you go. That's when you know you're doing something right.
yeah. I've had haters which have tried taking down my channel with so much hate and everything. It forced me to stop for a couple of months, but I sat back. I thought to myself that, I'm going to let the haters hate, and I'm going to come.
Yeah,
I'm going to come back even stronger and better, and produce better content, and just let them hate because whatever hate they put towards me makes me stronger.
that's right.
No matter how many times someone bullies you, you're the one who's always going to come back stronger at the end of the day, and the bullies are just going to go down.
Yeah, that's the mentality you gotta have, man. You fall down 7 times, you get up 8.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's no room in this world for bullies. I'm a big believer in that. That I don't believe in bullying. I teach my son that bullying isn't right, and he's fully aware that bullying is not right. So
Yeah,
you know, I hate bullies with a passion. I really hate them. I I was bullied a lot as a young child, and this world does not need bullies at all. So let the haters be haters, and let those people who want to be a success be a success.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you 100%, man.
Yeah,
And like I said earlier, when you have haters, that means you're doing something right. Because you
exactly.
can't. A lot of times you have. That's why it's not good to tell big dreams to small-minded people.
Yeah,
Because
they're
all they're
only,
gonna do is just they're gonna look for the bad stuff. Or you say, "Well, I want to start a YouTube channel."
yeah,
Well, that's hard. Well, this, and they start putting a bunch of excuses, and that's the type of energy you want to stay away from, man.
yeah,
Because a lot of that energy is contagious, man. Because then you start to doubt yourself. You're like,
yeah,
oh wait, man, maybe it is hard. Like when I started this podcast, a lot of people told me, the bad things about it, and I use that information to try to research how to counter that. You know, what I'm saying how to attack that stuff that the stuff that they say is you can't do it because of it is the stuff that I try to stay away from and learn from it. So for me, man, is I gotta tell you, Pete, it's you're on a whole other side of the world, man.
yeah,
I tell people all the time, man, we are living in the age of information where we have technology at our
yeah,
hands and information that we could search for.
yeah.
And if a lot of people just, sadly as it sounds, man, they just rather stay ignorant, and
They're only jealous of what they haven't got. The haters. That's all it is. Is that they're jealous that you're doing well and they're not.
yeah, yeah, because you pretty much, what happens there is that you expose them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're chasing your dreams and you're
yeah.
doing what makes you happy.
They're jealous because you're chasing your dreams and you're living a life that you want to live, and they're jealous that they've not got that life because
Yeah,
they gave up on their dreams.
yeah, yeah, and that's what I, you see me, Pete. I dropped out of high school. I didn't finish high school.
Yeah, same here.
Um, I had a lot of dead end jobs, man, and what I do for a living, I do screen printing, so I print T-shirts. You
Oh,
know,
cool, cool.
yeah. So I was able to learn that. I was
Yeah,
given the opportunity. I learned it. I mastered it. I dedicated my time to learning this craft, perfecting my craft.
yeah,
And, I was still living in New York at the time. I had a chance to move down here because New York at the time and now, it was just too expensive. My son was here. My son was born. I got three kids. So my son was born and I just wanted a different life for him. I didn't want him growing up around that violence, around that, a lot of stuff that had going on back home.
yeah,
And I was given the opportunity to do screen printing in Georgia. I learned it and I moved over here, man. And it's been going great ever since for me. And I love what I do, man. But there was a point where a few years ago I didn't feel fulfilled, you know,
yeah,
and I just decided to, what, I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast, and I've been planning it for quite some time now, and I just stopped putting up excuses, man. Instead, I stopped saying, one day I'm gonna do it, and then I just went ahead and said day one. Today's day one. Today's the first day I'm gonna dedicate time to my podcast, and
yeah,
I'm up to six. This is episode number 6,
yeah,
and a lot of the inspiration has to do with going over your content because it's inspiring. You know what I mean? Just to see somebody do something that they like. When
yeah,
I see your body language when you're reviewing the products, you do it with such passion. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You just don't eat that hot sauce and say, oh yeah, it's good. You actually break it down.
yeah.
And I encourage all the listeners. I will put his link up on my page and check out his videos,
Please
because I
do,
know if
please
I
do.
know I know a few, and subscribe too. Please subscribe to his page because I know a lot of people who love hot sauce, and I'm not one of them, but it doesn't mean that I won't support you. You know what I'm saying? I'll always support somebody
Yeah,
like you. Especially, you say you do live shows on Sundays, right? What
yeah.
time do you do those?
They are live normally around 7 p.m. UK time, BST, and normally about hour and a half on my YouTube channel. Between an hour and a half, my YouTube channel. We've got people from all over the hot sauce community. We've got producers come on. They come on and talk about their sauces. We do live reviews. We do challenges. We just have a good chat with everyone. We have people from the states on, people from Norway on, Europe, all over the place. Canada.
Wow. Do you
But
guys interact with the fans as well?
yeah, we interact with the fans. We ask our viewers to leave leave comments in the comment section, and we'll talk to them in the chat and answer their questions as they're putting the questions up.
Uh, so I'm gonna
But
definitely have to.
we like to get our viewers involved in topics what we're talking about in the shows, not just the guests we've got on, but we like to get our viewers involved as well into the conversation.
Nice. That's what I'm trying to do with this podcast as well.
Yeah,
Trying to do something live where I can get people involved. I bro, I don't know anything about podcasting. I'm learning as I go. That's why I only have the audio right now. But I'm working on getting the video. I just want to do things, one step
Yeah,
at a time. I don't want to rush into it. I want to do my research, and it's just
that's fair enough. Well, from what I've seen, I've watched a few of your episodes already. You're doing a pretty good job. You're
thank
doing
you.
a
I
pretty good job of
appreciate
it.
you.
Yeah, and as you only just starting out, yeah, it takes a lot to get started. But as soon as you get started, the ball just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls, and you'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. The more word gets out, then you'll get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's the same with my channel. The more word gets out, the bigger it will grow. And the same with your podcast. The more word gets out, the bigger it will grow. And
Yeah, it's true. You got to put in that work.
yeah, you put in the work, people will come.
Yeah. And I appreciate your words, man. They mean a lot,
Yeah,
Um, what I want with this podcast is I just want, I wanted to be able to put a lot of positive stuff out there. And even though we come from a negative place, if we do talk about it, it's mainly to teach a positive outcome, you know, that, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. And I've always loved to talk to people. You could be the guy at the bar,
yeah,
and we could, just how we talking right now, I talk to people, to strangers that, they want to talk.
yeah,
And it's interesting how you can always learn something from somebody. It doesn't matter who they are. They could be the CEO, they could be the janitor. You can learn from somebody, and that's what
yeah,
I wanted with this podcast. And with you, man, it's a pleasure, man. For real, it is, man, because you're all the way in the UK. I never would have thought. When I reached out to you, I thought you were gonna say no. And I'm okay with people saying no. I don't get mad, but that's why I tell myself I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask them. Because the most they can say is no. You know.
exactly.
And when you told me your schedule and that you were doing some stuff and that you could have done it after September 8th,
Yeah,
um, I was like, yeah. I wish my buddy Carlos was here too, man, because he's great, but he doesn't feel good. So, but big shout out to Los too,
yeah.
man. I got a lot of love for him.
Understandable. Hopefully, I can come on a future podcast and chat to your co-host.
Yeah, yeah.
If,
He's
if,
he's
if you'd if you'd have me on again, I could talk to the pair of you then, and
yeah, of course. I would love to have you again.
or,
It's just
or
this.
or maybe one day when you get your videos sorted, maybe you can come on to one of our podcasts and talk about your podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would definitely love that for sure,
I mean,
man.
we don't just have people from the Chile community on our shows. We have people from all walks of life on our background. So if you want to come on our show one week, then and talk about your channel and promote your channel, we're more than welcome to promote your stuff.
Nice, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm definitely I keep that in mind, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna for sure. I'm gonna go check your stuff out. Your live show on Sunday. You say you do it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a playlist on my channel of all the live shows I've done so far, which
Of
are
the other people that you have on too as well.
yeah, with the people I have on as well. I do it with my two co-hosts.
Okay. Are they over in the UK as well?
Yeah, my co-hosts are UK based. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. Oh, I see it. Okay, you have it on the playlist, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
see it.
yeah,
I was trying to look for it. Sons of
yeah.
Fire live show. Okay.
Sons of Fire live shows, and then we've got my challenges playlist where I listed all the challenges I've done and everything.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna promote your stuff, man. And I gotta get my hands on that trompa de chucho, bro, so I can send it over to you.
Yeah, as soon as I receive it, I'll drop a review straight away on Instagram for it. A live review on Instagram.
So what is question for you? What does your future look like for your podcast? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now with your podcast?
5 years from now, I hope to be making money from my channel.
Okay.
I hope to have reached that 1,000 subscriber barrier and where I can start earning money from doing what I'm doing.
Nice. You're almost there. You gotta keep pushing.
I know myself, I know 594 to go.
Wow. How do you get all those subscribers? You just consistently
Grind,
posting
grind.
stuff?
Yeah, just grind and grind and grind, and hope that someone likes it and then subscribes to you, thinking, "Oh, his content's great. I want to check. I want to see more of what I'm seeing." So you
Wow.
just got to keep on grinding away at it. The more you work, the more
More
things,
results you'll see.
yeah, the more results you see. If you produce bad content, then you're not going to get the footfall through the door. But if you produce good content, then you're going to get the
Yeah,
people through. You're going to get the people through the door, and you're going to get people talking about you, and so forth.
that's true.
Yeah,
That is true. That's what they call organic growth. You
yeah.
just I like it, man, because your stuff is looking at all your videos. You seem like a real humble guy. And
Well,
I gotta
all my reviews are 100% honest. I don't lie about the flavour of what I'm tasting. If it's bad, then I will tell you that it's bad. I'm not going
like
to,
the wet fart.
yeah, like the wet fart. I'm not going to sit there and go, yeah, this sauce is really good when it doesn't. When it actually tastes really, really bad, then I'm going to tell you it's bad. I'm not going to say that it's good just for the sake because I'm saying it in front of the camera. I will say it because
Hmm.
it is awful.
Damn. Yeah, that's true. I
And
did see.
honesty is the best policy at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I'm looking at your stuff now. You have hundreds and hundreds of videos, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta work on getting you some T-shirts. I gotta custom make you a T-shirt and send it to you, so
That
you can put on.
that would be great. I'm on the I'm on. I am going to be producing my own merch very soon. I'm looking at a couple of companies in the UK to start producing official EHP merch.
Yeah, you should look into that, man. If you have any questions too, bro, you feel free to reach out to me, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to merch and stuff, I could point you in the right direction and make sure you get a good work. What kind of printing are you looking to doing
Uh,
on your stuff?
screen print mainly on it because it lasts longer in the wash.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best way to go.
Yeah, I don't.
And one
I
one
don't
piece
know.
of advice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Um,
One piece of advice that whenever you have a shirt that's screen printed, the best way to make that ink last a very, very, very long time, especially if it's something that you like,
yeah.
is to wash it, but don't throw it in the dryer. Just let it air
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah. That's what I do anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I don't like transfer printed stuff because it goes through the wash 3 or 4 times and it's ruined.
Yeah, that gets pretty aggravating when the ink falls off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this that jacket that you have on, it looks like a motorcycle jacket. Is that embroidered? Did you get that custom made for yourself?
That is a Sons of Fire jacket. Every member of the Sons of Fire gets a jacket. You buy the jacket. Sons of Fire provide the patches which you get embroidered onto the jacket.
Nice. Yo, that Sons of Fire logo.
Yeah, the,
No pun
gr-
intended, but it's fire.
yeah, the Green Reaper with the Carolina Reaper in his hand.
Yeah, whoever came up with that idea, man, that was
That
really smart.
that'll be our president,
Oh, okay. Well, what's your president's name? Let's give him a shout out.
Dave Doran.
There you go. Shout out to Dave. He said.
Yeah, Dave Doran. He's the president of the whole Sons of Fire.
Nice.
Fire thing.
Does
It's his baby, the Sons of Fire. So he's well looked up to amongst us all.
nice. Has he been on your show, on your YouTube show?
No, I'm yet to have him on. I keep on asking him to come on one of my shows. I plead with him to come on one of my shows.
Oh man, come
Al-
on, Dave. You got to go on the show, Dave.
he's always too busy. But I am hoping to have him on one day. One day I will have him on.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that'd be dope. I would definitely like to see that. Hear more from him. You know,
Yeah,
especially being the president of the Sons of Fire.
yeah, he's a great guy. He's currently supporting me with fundraisers I'm doing. I'm doing free charity fundraisers for the whole month of September at the moment.
Yeah, I saw that you were doing the was it 30 mile of cancer walk?
Yeah, I'm doing 30 miles plus 30 miles for Cancer Research UK to raise awareness for people suffering from cancer. I'm also doing,
Nice.
well, I was doing 2,000 squats for Help for Heroes, supporting our military veterans and servicemen and women. I've had to give up because I've damaged my knees doing it, so I've had to stop at 1,100 squats of 2,000.
Damn.
I can't go no more. My knees are not letting me do it. And if I carry on, I'm going to risk serious damage to my legs. And then I'm
Knees are
doing,
weak, arms are heavy.
yeah, and then I'm doing one for a 30-mile walk for Dementia UK as well. Support people with Alzheimer's disease.
So how does that work? You do like a mile or two a day?
2 miles a day.
Oh, okay.
2 miles
Nice.
a day for the whole month of September.
Wow. Do you always do these challenges, or is it the first time you do them?
No, I'm always doing some sort of fundraiser to raise awareness for charities. Right, the cancer one's really close to my heart. I've had cancer twice in my life. So the cancer ones are because of the treatment what was provided to me when I had cancer. It's just a show of respect or me giving something back to the people who helped me get through the dark days. So I want to raise as much awareness for research into a cure for cancer.
So that's something that you went through as well?
Yeah, twice.
Oh man, you're a strong man.
Yeah, I went through it twice and came out the other side laughing.
How,
So
how old when you first got it?
30,
30.
yeah, 30 years old.
30. Wow.
Yeah,
How was I can only imagine how devastating that news was. How was that experience?
but it hit me hard, but I had a good support network around me, which saw me through the dark days and got me through it. And we took
Wow.
we took every day as it come. We had the method of that. If we create one thing happy every day during treatment, then the treatment will go really easy. So we try to make one happy moment every day.
Wow. That's powerful. How did you physically feel?
I was really ill from it. The treatment, the chemotherapy made me really ill. I lost a lot of weight. I lost the taste for certain foods. But I could eat chicken every single day, and then during treatment, I could not touch chicken whatsoever. It made me sick.
Wow.
And the treatment today still has a lasting effect on me. Like I cannot drink a normal glass of water.
Huh.
I've not had a glass of water now in over 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, because
Uh,
water makes me physically sick.
oh man.
Ever
How long
ever since my treatment.
that's crazy. How long were you when you got diagnosed? How long were you battling for?
I was getting treatment for 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah,
And then you beat it?
two treatments a week for 6 months, and then
Oh man.
I went into remission for 5 years, and then contracted again.
Oh man. How was that the second time you
Yeah,
found out?
yeah, that hit hard, but then I had the experience in the first time round to push me through, to help me through the second time round. So the second time round was easier than the first time round because I knew what to expect.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Are you going through treatment now or no?
no, no, in remission and living life to the
Hey,
full, enjoying every day as it comes.
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome. You're your state of mind, is I feel like when you go through something like that, I can't even imagine, but to hear what you went through, that's that's powerful, bro. And I hope everything goes well with you moving forward, Um, and I'm definitely gonna stay in touch with you. Now that I know you're 6 hours ahead, I know that I can call somebody at 6 in the morning here and they'll somebody answer.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine, it's fine.
Yeah, because I definitely want you back on again. Um, because I really want my co-host to be on here too, because I really wanted to dive more into the culture of England and the lifestyle of over there of the UK.
Yeah,
But I will definitely save that for the second episode. Um, because I do want you on, and I'm gonna stop by on Sunday on YouTube. You said it's 7 o'clock over
yeah,
there, so
yeah.
over here would
There's no live show this week. Next week there's a live show. There's none this week.
oh, there's none this week.
There's none this week. It's every 2 weeks
Okay.
we do the shows.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'll definitely put that on my calendar
Yeah,
to go ahead and check it out.
please do. Please check it out.
Oh, of course, I'll be in there commenting for sure. I
Yeah,
won't be in there, and I'm gonna definitely gonna promote it too. I have you on Facebook as well now,
yeah, you
and
do.
yeah, and I'm checking your stuff out, man. I really, really appreciate you, man, coming on. It means a lot. It means a lot for me, man, because you know I've had a lot of doubt. A lot of people doubt me on this podcast stuff, and at the same time, I've had massive amount of support from people
Well,
who I'm close to and consider friends and their support. And so I've been talking about you for the past like 3 weeks because I was like, man, I hope I can get him on, man, because to get somebody on like you, it for me it means a lot. It's I'm now I'm talking to somebody who's international,
yeah,
and I've always wanted to talk to somebody outside of this country, that aren't only Spanish,
yeah,
and getting a chance to talk to you, man, it's been a great honor, and you're a really interesting guy, and to know as well that you've you've been in combat, you know, and you beat cancer
yeah,
2 times.
yeah.
It's just I take off my hat to you, man, and I keep doing your thing, Pete. Keep pushing your brand, and like I said, if you need advice on anything when it comes to merch, I do that for a living.
Yeah.
I would love to help you out, even if it's just advice, and stuff like that, and what type of inks to use and what type of garments you want to get. I will still have you back, and I'm going to push your stuff too, because I want people, whoever's listening, I really want you guys to go and subscribe to his YouTube. Um, I'll put up the links this whole week. I'll be putting up his stuff, and then on the Wednesday we'll put up the recap of the episode. But for me, man, like I said, Pete, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart.
You're very welcome, Loss. You're very welcome, mate.
And you definitely got a friend here in the United States, and I know I got a friend over there in the UK.
Oh, well, we'll definitely keep in contact.
Yeah, is there a message you want to give to your fans out there or anybody out there?
Never give up on your dreams. Always, if you're pursuing a dream, never give up. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how much you have to push, never give up on your dreams. Always keep on believing, and you will make a success of yourself. That's the top advice I could possibly give. It's been an absolute pleasure to be on your show, mate.
Yeah, likewise as well, man. Thank you very much, and we'll definitely stay in touch, man. And you be safe, man. You keep doing your thing, bro. You keep going out there and kicking ass. I'm gonna get my hands on that hot sauce, and I'm gonna reach out to you and I'm gonna send it to you. Because then on the next episode, I would definitely love to hear your reaction,
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
It'll be dope. But
definitely.
well, guys, this is episode number 6. I appreciate everybody for listening. This was with Extreme Heat Pete from the UK. Once again, Pete, thank you, my man, and you have a wonderful night for you guys, right?
Yes, yes. Pushing. Yeah,
What time is it over there right now?
10 to 8 in the evening.
Oh, okay. Well, it's over here. It's about to be 10 to 3 in the afternoon or evening.
Yes, 10 to 8 in the evening now over here.
Nice. Well, you have a good night, brother. You be
But
safe, and I'll see you on the next one.
once again, Carlos, thank you so much for having me on.